Hey everyone, Brickhouse here, and it's been over a year since Thor Love and Thunder hit theaters. And that third solo movie was not that good. Um in my opinion, it tried too hard to be funny. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I think of Thor, I don't think of Thor as all jokes, continual jokes throughout the entire movie. So Chris Hemsworth was interviewed here recently. This was for the British edition of GQ, and the story comes from Bounding into Comics. Marvel star Chris Hemsworth admits Thor Love and Thunder missed the mark. It just became too silly. Roughly a year after the film premiered and presented the Marvel Cinematic Universe with a new all-time low, Thor Love and Thunder star Chris Hemsworth is ready to admit that the God of Thunder's third solo outing was less than thunderous adventure. The Australian native reflected on his last Marvel outing during a recent career retrospect interview given to the British edition of GQ. After being asked by the outlet's Hannah Rogie for his thoughts on the now infamous criticisms of Marvel films leveled by Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino, responding, "I'm thankful that I've been part of something that kept people in cinemas. Now, whether or not those films were to the detriment of other films, I don't know." Hemsworth recalled how even his child's friends had, in recent years, become highly critical of the MCU. "It's a bunch of 8-year-olds critiquing my film," Hemsworth told Ye. "We thought this one had too much humor, the action was cool, but the VFX weren't as good." No, the visual effects were terrible. I mean, come on. Natalie Portman with CGI guns. Having raised the topic of Marvel criticism, Hemsworth then confessed that, in terms of his thoughts on Love and Thunder, "I cringe and laugh equally at it. I think we just had too much fun. It just became too silly," reflects Hemsworth. He pauses. "It's always hard being in the center of it and having any real perspective. I love the process. It's always a ride, but you just don't know how people are going to respond." In a slightly humorous aside, undoubtedly related at least in part to Love and Thunder, at one point during the interview, Hemsworth tells Ye that he has ages. "Everything has more importance now because of the realization that this isn't going to last forever." To this end, Hemsworth notes, "I don't want to leave a pile of rubbish behind, and I'm aware that there's a few misses there." Pressed by Ye for specific examples, Hemsworth joked, "The internet will tell you." And yes, the internet has told you. Love and Thunder was, in my opinion, a train wreck. It was. The story was meh. Um, the CGI VFX were horrible. And yeah, it was they tried to be a joke fest all the way through the movie. Yet, despite this admission of Love and Thunder's less than impressive quality, Hemsworth would admit that he would still be open to returning as the Son of Odin, albeit with one condition: Marvel has to do something new with the character. God, I would hope so. "I love the experience of the actor. I love the fact that I've been able to do something fairly different throughout the process. Thor 1 and 2 were their own thing. Thor 3 and 4 were a very different feel. And then even Avengers, Lebowski Thor, the Infinity War Thor, due to different directors, I think mostly my own need to do something different. I got sick of the character pretty quick, even every couple of years," he admitted. "If I was going to do something again, it would have to be tonally different. You think? And we'd have to do something very drastic to keep people on their toes. Otherwise, it's just the fatigue of those characters in those films, where people are like, I've seen it. Speaking to one of the broader issues currently infecting the MCU, Hemsworth pointed to the end of the multiverse premise of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and opined, that's the trick. You have to separate all those stories. The moment it's like, your world is in danger, the entire universe, it's like, yeah, so like it was in the last 24 films, he added. It has to become a bit more personal and grounded. Including his thoughts on Marvel by returning to Thor, Hemsworth ultimately stated that while he was open to seeing what Marvel had to offer creatively, if there is something new at present, I really want to do some other stuff for a while. So, do you guys agree with Chris Hemsworth's assertion that something needs to change at Marvel? Comment down below. Let me know. If you would take the time, please smash the like button, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as of yet. If you like the content that I'm putting out, hit that subscribe button. Even if you don't like the content that I'm putting out, go ahead and subscribe. You know, it doesn't hurt to hear a different opinion, a different take on things. It won't kill you. It won't hurt you. So with that, hit the notification bell to get notified when my content goes live here on YouTube. You could also find my content over on Rumble and Odyssey. And as always, I thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you later.